Hello, Covenant family and friends. I'm here with Ashley Pearce. She was born and raised in this church. She was baptized in this church. She went off to college and she returned back to this church because she desired to serve this local body of believers. She serves on some committees, and she continues to serve on some other committees of the church. Ashley, to begin with, just how are you doing? What have you been up to lately?
Um, Teaching online, which has been interesting. So, been doing that for a couple weeks. We're on spring break this week, so nothing happening there. Lots of time at home and art projects and did that baking. Made some cookies, so not nothing too exciting. Netflix and hanging out around the house. So
Yeah.
that's about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Now, you're part of a program that's put on by Peachtree City Police Department called CERT. Can you tell us about that? Tell us your involvement. Tell us how you got involved with the program, and then tell us what you do.
Yeah, so I saw the signs up around town and on the Facebook page advertising the CERT class, and so I looked it up. And CERT stands for the Community Emergency Response Team. So it looked kind of interesting. I couldn't take it the first couple of times it went through, but it was kind of in the back of my mind. And so I got my dad actually to take the class with me. So we went through probably about 4 or 5 years ago now. Um, and had a blast. It's a 10-week course that's offered twice a year. And then we do a teen summer camp in the summers for 13 to 17-year-olds. Um, and so me and my dad went through the class, had a blast. The next summer around, I told them I was willing to help out if they needed it. And they were like, absolutely. So I helped out with Teen Cert. And I've been an instructor or training as an instructor ever since then. So um, we the motto of CERT is doing the greatest good for the greatest number of people, and then we personally add in the shortest time possible, but that's our own personal addition. But basically the program is just to train people how to respond to an emergency, first to help their own families, and then to help their neighborhoods, and then if they're still available to come and help out with the city. So we start and kind of go through the steps of a disaster and emergency, and have kind of a system in place to go through and help. We've personally been called out in Peachtree City a couple times to search for some missing people. So we had a woman that wandered away and called out the CERT teams. I had to work that day, so I couldn't help, but um, searched through the woods for her. Had some missing children at one point that we've searched for that happened to still be in their house, but we still looked for them. We've helped out with chainsaw teams when there's been bad weather coming through, which is probably one of the most fun days I've ever had in my life. I was in the back of the assistant chief's police truck, and we were driving around to calls as trees went down. Had one that fell literally like 20 feet in front of the car. He had to slam on the brakes. Then we hopped out with chainsaws, cleared the roadway. So lots of fun stuff like that. And just really, it's an interesting program where we pull in people that of all different abilities. We've got 18-year-olds just out of high school that are taking the class. We've got 85-year-olds taking the class. We've got people in wheelchairs. We've got people coming through that don't are missing a hand, and like we're able to pull this just very diverse group of people in and find a job for everyone. So we go through and teach fire extinguishers the first week and how to put out a fire, which is a ton of fun. We go through and teach first aid and your basic kind of splinting bones, and we teach Stop the Bleed now. That's a national program we've inserted in. So we teach tourniquets and packing wounds and all that kind of stuff. We do teach people how to do lifts and carries to move people out of a scene. We're one of the few programs in the nation that teaches backboards. And we actually have more backboards than the fire department does in Peachtree City, because we had the Boy Scouts make us some wooden ones at one point. So we've got more than the fire department does. We've got 2 fully stocked trailers that have been paid for, and everything is done by grants and funds like that of donations from people. So doesn't cost the city any money, although we saved during the chainsaw one last when the hurricanes went through. We actually saved the city several thousand, like tens of thousands of dollars for our labor hours because we cleared, I think, 150 trees in 2 days.
Wow.
And we could hop in and clear a tree in 5 minutes, where we'd save the more difficult ones for them because we don't deal with power lines or any of that kind of stuff. But we're able to save the city so much money. That's the first time they've ever offered us funds in the this is started in 2000. I don't know. I think we're about to hit 15 years or maybe 20 years. There's an anniversary in the fall. But we saved the city so much money, they actually offered us some funds to buy more chainsaws. So we have a fully stocked chainsaw trailer now. But yeah, we have, it's a fun class. It's a great class. It's something I really enjoy doing. And I'm one of the instructors now, so I get to go and spend 10 weeks with people. At the end is kind of our highlight, and we do a disaster drill. So we do all the movie makeup on our victims, which is something else I've learned how to do, which is fun, and set them up on our training course at the police department, and kind of have a situation that we go through and make sure the scene's safe. We have people go and put out fires, and then we go through and triage our people, then treat our life-threatening injuries, send in teams to extricate and bring them back to our medical treatment center. So it's a lot of fun. We've got the best program in Georgia by far, and actually have evidence to back that one up. But it's a national program that's now, there's big ones in California just because of the earthquakes. There's lots of programs in Florida because of the hurricanes down there. And it's actually spread worldwide now. There's programs, I believe, in Japan and just kind of all over the world at this point. So it's a lot of fun.
Wow. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. If somebody's watching this, how would they go about signing up? Do they contact you directly, or is there something that they could do to sign up for?
If you Google Peachtree City CERT, we've got a website that will definitely come up. We offer a class in the fall and the spring, and then a teen class in the summer. We're supposed to be having a class, but COVID-19 has thrown a wrench in that. So we'll figure out exactly how we get back into the swing of things. But we do 2 classes a year, about 20 to 25 people per class, and then our teen CERT class, which is a summer camp week. It's supposed to be, I think, the second week of June, or the first week of June. I need to check on that, but we'll see if that happens. But that's a class from 8 in the morning to noon, and we teach them everything we teach the adult class minus chainsaws. We don't put chainsaws in the hands of children, but let them do everything else.
That is awesome. Well, Ashley, thank you. Thank you for participating in this, and I'm certain that our Covenant folk and whoever else, but definitely our Covenant folk, will look forward to hearing you and to seeing you. And so thank you.
Yeah.
You have a good day.
You too.
Stop. Do you want to stop the cloud recording?
Yeah,
If yes, you'll receive an email notification when the cloud recording is ready. So I'll say yes, because I want it to email me when it's ready.